touchdown by Amani Hooker. He had the pick of Burrow in that playoff game a couple of years ago.
Well, when you're sitting there low at safety, it allows you to break on the football, and you'll see him right here. Watch his eyes on the receiver right there coming off slant. He just reading that route on the individual route on the backside right there. One guy out there, the next individual, he reads it, comes into the slant, almost is going the other way for 6.
Huge 3rd and goal in this first quarter. First 3rd down for Cincinnati. Play clock all the way down to 1, and Joe Burrow can't hear it.
First charge, timeout, Cincinnati.
So while we have a moment, this from Progressive.
Want to get food, or you?
Ugh.
Is yours wet too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You left the sunroof open.
I didn't open it.
You're Mr. Sunroof.
I'm Mr. Sunroof?
Yeah, you're always like, let's open the sunroof.
I didn't leave it open. You know the replay?
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Let me get that for you.
No touchdowns in the first half this year for Cincinnati. Trying to strike first on 3rd down and goal. Hand it off. It's Mixon, and he's not going to get there. See how aggressive Cincinnati will be. They will bring out the excellent kicker Evan McPherson as they march down the field. And communication a little bit of a problem. Credit to this crowd in Nashville.
Well, I tell you, if you're Tennessee right there, that's a great stop once you got into the red zone. Easy drive, you picked them apart, but you get in there with tighter space, tighten things up. They had that press man going on in that particular play. That's why Joe Burrow checked it to a run. Really nice stop by Tennessee.
From McPherson with a chip shot, will bang it through. 7 for 9 on the season and perfect inside of 50. Great drive, stalls inside the 10. Trying to communicate through the noise. Nashville bringing it.
The power to connect is the power to change. Connect 2 dots and change the whole plot. Connect one day and change a long week. Connect to one thought and change what you speak. Scared of the storms, change their thunder. Don't share the dream, dream another. Connect and change. A phase, a place,
A dance.
town, fight the night, the light. Anything you like. Connect. Connect and change. Connecting changes everything. No one connects more than AT&T.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the new Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deal Days give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big savings, which means you're kind of a big deal. Prime Big Deal Days, October 10th and 11th, only for Prime members.
On a Sunday. Gotta go. I forgot the sausage. You guys ready? There you go. On a Sunday.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
Streaming now, an exclusive interview with the clerk that's been accused of jury tampering.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
The Fall of the House of Murdoch. The Clerk in Question. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
Ryan Tannehill, going back to his days against the Bengals with the Dolphins, hasn't been able to get a victory in a decade. 5 straight losses dating back to his time in Miami. Try to snap that streak. His defense came up with a good stop to force a McPherson field goal. The rookie Tajay Spears had his first career kick return last week in Cleveland. He's back there to return a McPherson kick if it gets to him. Now to the 25 of Tannehill and company. The offensive line has gotten a lot of criticism, and probably rightfully so. They've given up 13 sacks, and it's not the full complement. No Peter Skoronski again at left guard. But the tight ends have to be a little bit better, not only in the pass game, but in the protection game.
Yeah, there's no question. You're invited to the party. It's time to show up. Okonkwo is one of those guys that needs to be better on the edge, especially in the run game.
They'll try to get it going with Derrick Henry. He's averaging just about 3 yards a carry so far this year, well below his career average. Here he is, and he's able to pick up a few to start the day. Cam Taylor-Britt on the stop. So Ryan Tannehill has had an up-and-down season so far, through 3 picks in a loss at New Orleans in the opener. Played very well in Week 2 against the Chargers. Passing touchdown, rushing touchdown. Last week, they could not get anything going against Cleveland and Myles Garrett. He got sacked 5 times. They had 94 total yards, 26 rushing yards. The Cleveland defense is legit. Ask Cincinnati as well. But they could not get anything going last week. Fake it to Henry, drop it off for Spears with a nice, nifty move, and he powers his way a yard shy of the line to gain.
Well, you know what happens when you got 22 in your backfield. Derrick Henry, he's going to take a lot of the attention right there and then just dump the screen to the opposite side. It's going to hold everybody a little bit, give your offensive line a chance to get up on the second level with Brewer up there, the center on that second level where the linebackers and safeties are to create that first.
Here is Henry trying to pick up the first down, and he certainly will. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. And Trey Hendrickson is a key for this team. He's already got 3 sacks, had 2 of them on Monday night against the Rams.
He's a great young player. Trey Hendrickson is just one of those guys, just relentless on his pass rush, and he's great with his hands, meaning he uses his hands so good to keep your hands as an offensive lineman off of him. That's what creates the pressure on a consistent basis.
When you watch Trey Hendrickson, think about the word gelatinous. That's a word Mark used in the meeting with us yesterday that made us all laugh, and it was a very accurate and apt word. Hendrickson on standing up that time. When Derrick Henry gets ahead of steam, that's when he's dangerous. Dax Hill in the secondary stops him after 11. You got to stop him in the backfield, because once he gets going, he's a freight train.
Well, that toss play as well. Once you toss it out there like that, it gets the defense flowing, and then you see him trying to get back downhill against the grain of that flow. Really nice play design and great execution by the offensive line, the much maligned offensive line.
See Henry with low totals last week. They mustered just 3 points against Cleveland a week ago. Interesting blocking scheme that time, and it sets up a good run for Spears. They brought the rookie from the University of Cincinnati, Josh Wiley, in motion, and he ended up blocking on the inside for a gain of 8.
Yeah, using 2 tight ends out there, and then using them like to run the counter game back inside. Unique release by the 2 tight ends, and that's Mike Vrabel, head coach. He wants a physical football team, and so far they've taken some pressure off this offensive line, let him come off the ball and run it.
No Treylon Burks today. Nick Westbrook-Akine is your number 2 receiver behind Hopkins. Henry, back to Tannehill, double pass, looking for Hopkins, and he could not hold on. Tim Kelly diving into the bag to bring out the tricks early and nearly